खोल के सुन।
ஆனா அப்போ எப்படி never about your job or your degree or being in a relationship. Happiness was never about following in the footsteps of all of those who came before you. It was never about being like the others. One day you're going to see it. But happiness was always about the discovery, the hope, the listening to your heart.
Can I have all those sitting in the last few seats come up in front, please? Here, students, can you all move in front quickly? All those sitting at the back, students, come in front. Hurry up, find a seat and sit down. Start filling in from here. Make it fast. Volunteers, please guide them quickly.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're about to start the event. I request everyone in the audience to switch off their mobile phones. As we gather here today, I'm reminded of the wisdom of the great philosopher Lao Tzu, who once said, "The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." This insight resonates deeply as we embark on this academic journey. It is with immense honor that I, Anushka Sharma, from the Department of Liberal Arts, batch of 2024-2025, stand here to celebrate the inauguration of a new chapter in our university. We commence this auspicious occasion with a warm welcome to the esteemed Vice Chancellor, Reverend Dr. Father Joseph C.C. His unwavering vision and leadership propel us to ever greater heights of academic achievement. Next, we extend a heartfelt welcome to the respected Director of Bangalore Banaghatta Road Campus, Dr. Father Verghese KJ, whose insightful guidance helps our endeavors. We would now like to welcome our Pillar of Knowledge, Dean Dr. Jyoti Kumar. Her visionary leadership fosters a culture of innovation, leading us forward with every step. We are also honored to welcome the Associate Dean, Dr. John Paul, a true mentor with an unending passion for education. A big welcome to all the heads and program coordinators of the departments and our dedicated faculty members, who are the very foundation of our academic excellence. A very warm welcome to the respected parents and our new students who have joined us today for the first of many memorable events. This inauguration ceremony signifies a pivotal moment for our new students. We stand on the threshold of an exciting journey ahead. As we embark on this new chapter, we reassure all the new students and parents that our institution, with its visionary leaders, dedicated faculty members, and supportive student bodies, is committed to helping each one of you prosper. With this in mind, let us take the first step of our remarkable journey and commence the inauguration ceremony. Before we proceed with today's event, we wish to seek the blessings of the Almighty to give us strength and guidance in this temple of education. Please welcome the University Dance Group to brighten our hopes and initiate today's event. I request the audience to kindly not applaud after the invocation dance.
Saraswati
To symbolize the illumination of knowledge and wisdom, and to begin the new academic session with positivity, we now invite Vice Chancellor, Dr. Father Joe C.C., our Director, Dr. Father Verghese K.J., Dean, Dr. Jyoti Kumar, Associate Dean, Dr. John Paul Raj, and all the respected heads and program coordinators of the departments to join in this moment of warmth and kindly partake in the lighting of the lamp. This blessed moment will be accompanied by our very own university choir's soulful voices. After which, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Reverend Dr. Father Joe C.C. will lead us in prayer. I request the audience to kindly rise.
We ascribe our praise to you. We pray, our God, our mind, you are. Lord, bless us as we sing and offer thee our praise. He is worthy of honor. He is Lord God Almighty. He is worthy of honor, and we pray unto thee, Father. Let us bow down before him and exalt him with glory. He is worthy of honor and of praise. We ascribe, we ascribe.
As we begin a new academic journey, Christ University, let us offer our prayers for the success of all our activities. Bring to mind all our aspirations, dreams for our future. Let us also bring our parents, family members to this prayer, along with all who have brought us to this level of growth. Let's also remember the administration of Christ University, the deans, the heads of departments, the faculty members, and administrative staff to this moment of prayer. O God, Creator and Father of all mankind, to you we turn at the beginning of this academic year. Bless us as we commit ourselves to excellence and service, the vision of our university. Kindle in our hearts the light of understanding, that we may learn to be a true instrument in your hands. May we always add divine peace. May your holy peace reign in our hearts and lives. Amen.
I request everyone to kindly settle down. Thank you, Father, for lifting all of our spirits with your prayers. Embracing the mantra of Vasudeva Kutumbakam, or the philosophy of the world being one family, leads us on to an inspiring journey of co-learning and shared success. Now we invite our very own Christites to enlighten us with readings from various holy scriptures.
Readings from the book of Proverbs, chapter 2, verses 1 to 11, and from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 5, verses 13 to 16. My child, if you accept my words and treasure up my commandments within you, making your ear attentive to wisdom and inclining your heart to understanding, if you indeed cry out for insight and raise your voice for understanding, if you seek it like silver and search for it as for hidden treasures, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. For the Lord gives wisdom. From his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. He stores up sound wisdom for the upright. He is a shield to those who walk blamelessly, guarding the paths of justice and preserving the way of his faithful ones. Then you will understand righteousness, and for wisdom will come into your heart, and knowledge will be pleasant to your soul. Prudence will watch over you, and understanding will guard you. You are the salt of the earth. But if salt has lost its taste, how can its saltiness be restored? It is no longer good for anything, but is thrown out and trampled underfoot. You are the light of the world. A city built on a hill cannot be hid. No one, after lighting a lamp, puts it under the bushel basket, but rather on the lampstand, and it gives light to all in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, so that they see your good works and give glory to your Father in heaven.
The radiant light from Chandogya Upanishad. There is a light that shines beyond all things on earth, beyond us all, beyond the heavens, beyond the highest, the very highest heavens. This is the radiant light that shines in the heart of man. The whole universe comes from the higher spirit, Brahman, and will return to the spirit. We are creatures of will, and we are only what we most deeply desire. It is our will and our deepest desire in this life that shapes the life to come. So in silence, we must direct our deepest desires with prayers, faith and vision to the Spirit, Brahman, to realize ourself. The self that dwells in our hearts is the self that can only be realized in the silence of understanding that we are. But Spirit, and that our minds and hearts must be truthful and pure, finding, beyond words, joy in the essence of our being. The self dwelling in our hearts is smaller than a grain of rice, smaller than a grain of barley, smaller than a grain of millet, smaller even than the kernel of a grain of millet. But it is greater than the earth, greater than the sky, greater than the heaven. This is the radiant light that shines in the heart of man. The whole universe comes from the higher spirit, Brahman, and will return to the higher spirit. We are creatures of will, and we are only what we most deeply desire.
A reading from the Quran, Abu Dawud Book 019, Hadith number 3634, Chapter Exhortation to the Pursuit of Knowledge. Narrated by Abu al-Darda, Qatr bin Qais said, I was sitting with Abu al-Darda in the mosque of Damascus. A man came to him and said, Abu Darda, I have come from the apostle of Allah, peace be upon him. I have come for no other purpose. He said, I heard the apostle of Allah, peace be upon him, say, if anyone travels on a road in search of knowledge, Allah will cause him to travel on one of the roads of paradise. The angels will lower their wings in their great pleasure with one who seeks knowledge. The inhabitants of the heavens and the earth and the fish in the deep waters will ask forgiveness for the learned man. The superiority of the learned man over the devout is like that of the moon on the night when it is full over the rest of the stars. The learned are the heirs of the prophets, and the prophets leave neither dinar nor dirham, leaving only knowledge, and he who takes it takes an abundant portion.
Words from Saint Kuriakos Elias Chabra from The Testament of a Loving Father. Parents, understand that your most important duty and responsibility is to bring up your child well. They are the treasures entrusted to you by God. As soon as the children come to the age of reason, they must be sent to school. Besides, parents should be inquiring whether and how the children study and behave, and who their companions are. When children are old enough to determine their vocation, they should be given full freedom to follow their bent of mind. It is God who determines the nature of their vocation, and it is their personal business to make the choice. Do not wish to make many friends. Out of thousands, choose just one. He who does not love God will not love you either. Spiritual books and philosophical writings that promote and nurture devotion are treasures to be earned for children. Buy as many books of this sort as your means allow and keep them in store in your house. Lastly, my children, remember, you are bound by the law of Lord to revere your parents and to avoid giving them any pain.
I now request Dean Dr. Jyoti Kumar, Dr. Renu Elizabeth, Head of Department of English and Cultural Studies, and Associate Dean Dr. John Paul to lead us into intercessory prayers.
Let us pray. Your response will be, Lord, hear our prayer. God, our loving Father, we have come before you today to pray for this great institution. We thank you for all that you have done for us. Bless all our programs and activities and fill us with the spirit of academic rigor to make it a true center for learning. Help us grow as a leading institution true to its vision and mission according to your will and purpose. Your response, Lord, hear our prayer.
O God, source of all wisdom and knowledge, we bring before you the management, the faculty, and the staff of Christ deemed to be University. We thank you for having chosen them to serve this institution. Strengthen them with your gifts of kindness, patience, humility, wisdom, courage, and generosity, that they may become true instruments in imparting holistic education, helping each individual grow to reach their full potential. Your response, Lord, hear our prayer.
Lord, we dedicate to you the student community of Christ deemed to be University. Help us to appreciate the beauty of diversity among us, and may we bound together as one in the spirit of love. May the time spent here be the time of joy, peace, and true learning. Grant us the success in all our endeavors and help us use our gifts and talents for the good of others. May we be able to support each other and this institution to become all that you have called us to be. Help us grow into mature and responsible individuals and become true ambassadors of Christ deemed to be university. Your response, Lord, hear our prayer. I request the audience to kindly stand up for the concluding prayer.
Let us raise our minds once again to our God and seek all the blessings to each one of us, our families, our endeavors, our studies, our friendships, everything, so that we will be always good in front of our God and in front of our friends and everyone else. O Lord, Giver of all strength, fill us with renewed strength and power. Free us from all wrongdoings and temptations. Grant that we may be courteous and honorable in our actions, just and true in our dealings, and pure and clear in our thoughts. Above all, let us be reinforced again and again with all the values our great institution stands for, remembering always that Christ deemed to be university is a nurturing ground for our holistic development, thus being able to make effective contribution to the society in a dynamic environment. Amen. Please be seated.
Thank you, Father, and our respected dignitaries for enriching us with your prayers. The BGR choir is a constant companion to our university's musical ventures. Now, we would like to invite the university choir to deliver the concluding hymn.
Glory's pass away. Change and decay, all around I see. O thou who changes not, abide with me.
Thank you for that melodious experience. We will now move towards the inaugural address delivered by one of our university's most notable leaders, Vice Chancellor Reverend Dr. Father Joe C.C. Father had his educational foundation in history and education. Now he is the Director of Student Affairs and is also a professor at the Department of International Studies and History. He is a recipient of the Thailand-Karnataka Friendship Awards of Excellence 2021 for strengthening bilateral relations with Thailand from the Royal Thai Consulate General, Chennai. He completed his PhD in shipbuilding and navigation in India and the Portuguese during the 16th and the 17th centuries. He had published articles in several prestigious journals, including the Journal of School Administration Research and Development, the Journal of Tourism Cities, and many more. Without further ado, we invite Father onto the stage to illuminate us with the inaugural address.
Dr. Father Verghese KJ, the Director of the campus, Dr. Jyoti Kumar, the Dean, Dr. John Paul Raj, the Associate Dean, all the heads of departments, respected faculty members, staff members, dear parents, family members, and my dear students of Christ University. It's a great moment for us to welcome all of you to Christ University Benarata Road campus. As we celebrate your first day here in Christ University with this prayer and this message, and also the sessions with heads of departments and your visit to our classrooms, we are delighted to share with you the foundation of our existence and the inspiration. I would like to speak about our founder, Saint Kuriakose Elias Chavara, who started our first school in 1846. And it is his vision that is guiding us, and we believe that his blessings coming through his intercession from heaven is our strength and our inspiration. As I said, we trace back our origin in education in 1846, mid of 19th century. His pioneering effort in starting a Sanskrit school. Let me also bring to your attention some of the information about Christ University. Most of you read from the websites, maybe something from the social media. Just for your information, before I start a short message for you, we have many of the accreditations for our programs, including National Assessment and Accreditation Councils, which we started in 1998. And we were the first in Karnataka to get this National Assessment and Accreditation Council's approval. We also got National Board of Accreditation, which is accrediting AICT-related courses, including our MBA programs, Executive MBA program, which is one of the first in the country to get accredited, and also our engineering programs, which got accredited a second time too. Let me bring to you the recent of our awards which we received from the newly started Economic Times Educational Excellence Award. We got silver medal for the financial literacy program of one of our departments, Department of Professional Studies, offering CA and other international certifications. The same department, along with Department of Commerce, also had another project known as Suraksha project, which is Suraksha Chakra project, which is 100% insurance of a village, all the villagers, which got bronze medal. Let's give a big round of applause for this recent award. We got 172 position from among 1,072 universities applied in the World University Ranking for Innovation, and we got student support, student mobility, industrial application, 13th, 14th and 25th position, then generative AI and infrastructure and technology. The weak Hansa survey of late in the last 2 weeks, ranking India's best universities, we are placed in number 2 in South India and number 4 in all India, and 6th and 28 positions also in different categories. We also had significant initiatives taken in the last year. National education policy, we implemented redesigning or restructuring our undergraduate programs, to which you all joined, and 178 programs we are running. We also started many new centers in different campuses, including the Center for Artificial Intelligence to take up research, training of students and also faculty members. Let me bring to you a proud moment of getting the Best Institution Award for the 6th consecutive time for our NCC unit. This is very rare of its kind, the recognition, because also of our students in NCC are achieving. Cadet Adit Pandey got All India Best Cadet Gold Medal from Prime Minister of India. And our cadet Punya Pannamma led the women's contingent in NCC parade, in NCC group, in our Republic Day parade in this year. Mr. Anish Gowda from LLB class got a new record in national games in 200 meters freestyle swimming. There are also some other achievements of our students, some of them doing international level environment project got Jalamitra, then some other competitions, World Karate competition, World Aerobic competition, and many like that. There are a few more I just want to bring to your attention, because in the future, you're also supposed to represent India and make our country proud through your achievements. Our student of Yeshwantur campus got into Asia Book of Records for photography titled Grand Master for clicking 175 photographs in just 5 minutes. Amazing achievement of Shruti. You know, we have Department of Professional Studies offering CA coaching plus international certifications of CIMA, ACCA, then our CPA, Australia and America. These are CA programs of those countries. In the CA Foundation, when India pass percentage was just 9.7%, our students in Central Campus, then Yeshwantur campus and Delhi NCR campus got together 24%, which is an amazing achievement of Christ University students. You are free to clap your hands whenever you want. You're most welcome. Our alumni achievements in the recently held parliamentary election, 3 of our alumni got elected. And as members of parliament, Mr. Francis George, one among our earliest of the batches, 1974, got elected from Kottayam, Kerala, and Mallesh Babu of BBA 1996 batch got elected from Kolar in Karnataka, and the youngest MB in India who passed out just 2 years ago from Christ University, Sagar Ishwar Kandre, got elected from Bidar, Karnataka. Dear students, I just want to tell you, next is your turn. Looking for being part of the public service in the coming 5 years or 10 years, you can also come to this level of achievement of our super seniors, and definitely you can represent the people. That's one of the best of services. I bring to you the achievements of our international fellowships of our PhD students who got many such scholarships to go abroad and take up their research, including Suman Bhattacharya, who is spending 1 year in Chile, in European Southern Observatory, then Aishwarya Iyer in Netherlands, Albina Stephen in Boston College, USA, then Thomas, Netherlands, Ragesh Machari in Hong Kong, Adira Bharathan in South Africa, participating in International Astronomical Union General Assembly, Sanyukta Upadhyay, who got Vice Fellowship for Science and Engineering. Ria Thomas got Marie Curie Postdoctoral Fellowship to spend 2 years in Sweden. And one of the highest achievement of our PhD scholar is having 113 articles in the best of journals. Mr. Arun Mayadagan, belonging to the Department of Life Sciences. If those are the achievements of our students and PhD scholars, let me present to you the achievements which came through our faculty members, the teachers. You know, the second line there, 7,387 papers published in Scopus Index journals. The Scopus indexing is about having the listing of your journal, that's a research journals, where you publish your articles. So Scopus Index are the best group of journals in the world. And our publications faculty, along with the PhD scholars, PG students, published almost 7,387 articles, which is a 60% growth in the last 6 years. And this year alone, our achievements in publication crossed more than 1,000, which is an amazing trend in giving the best of research output. And I especially thank our faculty members for their wonderful contribution, because we believe there are two important functions for any university. One is teaching, another is research, the knowledge creation. If universities are not into knowledge creation, the development of the country also will be affected. Over the 50 years and above, it is through research that we were able to take our country to newer heights of achievement, whether it is science and technology or any field. And we believe that's a responsibility of Christ University. And our faculty members are doing it very well with their wonderful leadership. Here you can see our 9 faculty members, senior and junior. They are in the top 2% list of most influential scientists in 2023, prepared by Stanford University. They belong to the departments of physics, chemistry, life sciences, and mathematics. These are the major industry collaborations, which also is credited for bringing more placements. We had 876 firms coming to our campuses, with the highest package coming to 36 lakhs from Texas Instruments. And your seniors, super seniors, made it very well in their recruitments or placements in all the campuses. Now, let me bring to you something about you, the youth, which are the treasure for any country. What's unique about the youth, all of you? From last year, we are part of the most populous country. You know, in April 2023, India overtook China in population numbers. And you can see 1/5 of humanity is living in India, and 50% of the population is below the age of 25. That's a great number. Below the age of 25, all of you students who are joining today onwards in the classes, and the pride of India, the treasure of India. There you can see the last line. It's a historic opportunity to benefit from the demographic dividend. The numbers of the population, in population. For example, all of you below the age of 25, 50% is ready as a big workforce for the next 30 years. No other country in the world has got that privilege, that kind of an advantage. For the next 30 years, so much of people are available for work. But most important thing, what is the quality of that population? What's the kind of, let's say, education that they are getting? So it's about that. There are some quotations from, again, UN Population Fund. As I said, between the age of 15 and 24, we have 200 million youngsters, India's great treasure. And our UN Population Fund report suggested that they are going to be, India's youth are going to be the source of innovation, new thinking, and lasting solutions. Very interesting. You are the source of innovation. It is through you creative mind need to work. It is through you knowledge development is happening, and your analytical skills will produce, let's say, the kind of innovation, the new thinking and lasting solutions for the problems we are facing in the society or economy or the country at large. So we, the entire India, look forward. But the most important thing, as I said, is about the quality of the population. So there were many articles, I came across two of them, where Partha Iyengar said only 30 to 40% of students coming out of the colleges and universities are ready to work immediately as soon as they pass out or they are appointed. So the problem is all about unemployability. They are not employable because of lack of knowledge or skills and proper attitude. So what is required is, there in the last line you can see from another article, young people are to be trained, retrained, and many times trained, not just once. Training again and again is required. You can look at your parents, they also got many upskilling throughout their functioning or offices. They also adapted to new changes. So for you, my dear students of Christ University who are joining today, your future is dependent on your approach to learning. Are you positive? Are you open to the kind of training? For example, you will be asked to write again your assignments. You will be asked to come many times to the computer lab. And as a result of which, many times when you are getting training, mentoring, and guidance from your faculty members, try to take it with positive attitude. Our former president of Happy Memories, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, said, the problem of India is not having lack of jobs availability. It's all about unemployability. Ability to get employment in terms of knowledge, skills, and attitude is known as employability. Unemployability is all about not having enough of knowledge. Employability is not about not having knowledge, skills, and attitude. Unemployability is opposite to that. I said 30 to 40% of the students coming out from colleges do not have the enough of skills, knowledge, and attitude to get a job ready or to start working. So there lies the solution for all these things. And we believe that through your knowledge and skill development with a proper attitude, this can be taken up. You can see in knowledge, it's all about your, let's say, kind of domain expertise, whichever you're going to study, whether it is economics or psychology or English literature, business management or tourism, whatever it is, it's your knowledge and the application of your knowledge through skills. But the most important thing is all about your attitude. Let me bring to you this concept of assets, employability assets. That first line itself explains to you in simple terms. You have got a lot of assets. You have your mobile phones, which is very valuable and an asset, two-wheeler, four-wheeler, your own homes or gold ornaments, varieties of assets are there. But for a human being, for the future, your assets are in terms of your knowledge, what you know, your skills, what you do, and how you do it, your attitude. Can anybody tell me which is important among all the three? Knowledge, skills, or attitude? Which is important? Anybody can speak or give answers. Anybody? Attitude, yes, that's the right answer. Without attitude, you cannot develop your skills and your knowledge, a positive attitude. So there are three levels of your assets. Baseline, intermediate, and high level assets. I give you some time to read silently. Okay, there are three levels of assets: baseline, intermediate, and high level. I speak only about the baseline asset. That's the foundation of you and your personality. There it is given basic skills and essential personal attributes or qualities. As a student, and after your studies, maybe 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years, or after that also, your foundation is your personal attributes, your integrity, your kind of reliability, how far you are sincere, how far you are reliable, how far you have got the integrity. So that's what we base, those of you read about the core values of Christ University, you have realized that we focus on those core values and give that best of personal attributes to each one of you and its growth. These are the graduate attributes. We spoke about personal attributes. Anyway, this is one way or another connected. Christ University's graduate attributes. When you say graduate attribute, you speak about the qualities of a graduate or a student who is going to pass out from Christ University. In postgraduate level, undergraduate level, when you are passing out after 3 years or 4 years or after 2 years, we expect that all of you develop these qualities through your life in Christ University, through your, let's say, engagement in classrooms, and also through your participation in different varieties of activities in the campuses. So, graduate attributes are the dreams of Christ University about you. They are the aspirations of Christ University about each one of you. And we hope that your life in Christ University will result in developing these personal and or graduate attributes. You can see that they're all listed under 4 varieties, 4 themes: academic, personal, interpersonal, and societal. I give you just a moment of silence so that you may just glance through that. Hope you went through that. So if you want more details, it's available in our website. In the home page, you can go to browsing about us, you find graduate attributes. Read it from today onwards. Understand what is expected for me. What is that the university is planning for me? What is the dream of university about me? So try to find out. There are, for example, you have knowledge application, which is happening through your classrooms, and the kind of assignments or reports or projects that you are going to get. Or in interpersonal, you have leadership, empathy. You have listening, mutual respect. All these happening through different varieties of activities, and also the classroom, or let's say together, the campus engagement. So with that, let me bring to you, when we speak about Christites, let's say the basic assets, it's very necessary that you look at in the present world, in the context of artificial intelligence, what is the attitude supposed to be developed among Christites. Please go through this. You may remember that machines can't replace the creative minds. Smartness is the hallmark of human intellect. Learning has no substitution. I mean that today there are many AI platforms. You just give your guidelines, you get an assignment on a theme given to you and submit it. There is no learning of yours. So we don't believe in such kind of shortcuts. That's why I said creative minds should not be surrendered to AI. Christites or students of Christ University are creative people, energetic people. So don't surrender yourself to machines. And you have to be supreme than what is man-made of the machines. So that's what I said. Smartness is the hallmark of human intellect. Work with your brains. Work with your analytical abilities. Work with your creativity. So these are some of the plans of Christ University in preparing the students for the future. Let me take up one by one, including learner-centric approaches with more self-directed learning. This is very unique. I will come back to you on that. Interdisciplinary courses are offered, part of your curriculum. Ethics and social responsibility, online MOOC courses and the different centers through which learning is coming to you. Then developing of core skills, I will give some details about that. Guest lectures and mentorship, seed investments, preparing yourselves as change makers. I was telling you, I will give you some more details. We focus more on the learner-centric teaching methodologies, andragogies. When we say learner-centric, it's about you. You are the learners. So your activity is given more importance. How do we do that? From first year onwards, we focus, in first year we focus on foundational courses. Second year onwards, with more learner-centric andragogies or teaching methodologies. Shift to more interactive sessions. The classes, large classes are divided into two by two different faculty members, so you get more attention. Third year, as you can see in the third line, longer internships, maybe of one semester or 3 months, so that you get more work experience. You learn by doing. So we want you to jump into the world early enough and understand the world and understand the concepts in workplaces. And the fourth year, if you are opting for that, that's your freedom. You have more research-based outcomes. I spoke about the foundational courses. Some of the details are there. In the second box, you can see learner-centric approach, where I have put on bold self-directed learning. The self, you, the students, your directed learning according to your taste and aptitude. You are taking up the learning with a focus of deep and active learning. We have got inquiry-based learning and experiential learning also. These are our plans for skill development so that you will be equipped for the best of placements for the future. And as I said, your attitude is going to make a difference. Let me present to you the detailed approach towards the skill development. It will come to you through CAPS or different departments or Center for Career Guidance and Placement. Look forward to that. So let me speak about the two case studies which I was very passionate about. Very simple stories connected with. Both are connected with your mobile phones. I hope you got new mobile phones as you got best results in 12th standard or PU results when your parents admitted you. And this story is about the richest woman of China pre-COVID times, Zhao Qinfei. She came from Hunan province in China. She came from a very poor family. She lost one of her parents, and after that they shifted to a city where she can study and work. And with work, she earned and supported the family. Where she worked was a glass factory where glasses for the watches were made. And she learned in this factory the method of making the finest of the glasses, the chemical composition. With that, she started her own factory. That was the time when the world was moving to touch screen for the mobile phones. And she was making best of glasses, and she got orders, contracts from Huawei, Samsung, Apple mobile phones, Apple watches, world's best brands coming to her and gave her orders because she was making the best of the touch screens for the mobile phones and watches. And you know that when you are using a mobile phone, when you are touching, the function is not happening, you're not happy. You don't like that mobile. So she made perfect touch screens, the glasses, and she became the richest woman. So this is the story of Zhao Qinfei I bring to you. When she was asked by the journalist, what's the secret of her story of rags to riches, from a poor family to be the richest woman in China, she said, keep on learning, do hard work, and have persistence. And I feel all of you represent that. It's your hard work that made you to Christ University through your interview and best of scores. It's your persistence that got the best of scoring and your preparation for interviews in Christ University. And I feel that's going to make a difference for each one of you here in Christ University. That kind of hard work. You know, Bangalore is the best place for giving that context for hard work. In your classes, maybe in this semester, you may not get the scores as you expect when you do your submissions of assignments, homework. You may be writing in the style of last year in the second year pre-university or in 12th class, but you have to change that, come to higher education style. So when you are submitting, you may not get the good scores. Don't get disheartened. Have that persistence. Work again. Work again to be in the style that's expected of you in the submissions and the language style, whatever it is. So this is a story of Zhao Qinfei. Let me also present the second case study. This is all about Nokia, the old phones. Some of your parents or grandparents might have used it. Nokia was the world leader in mobile phones. They had the maximum sale of mobile phones, the market leader, but they lost the market. As I said earlier, the world was moving from old phones, variety, technology, to new of touch screen or interactive mode, whatever it is. Nokia did not take note of that. When brands like Samsung, LG, Apple all came with the latest technology, they were not looking at it. They didn't understand the world is changing. So that's what it is given. Nokia didn't do anything wrong in their business. However, the world changed too fast. Even now, the world is changing. AI, machine learning is driving change. The population in India is driving change. The rise of middle class is making change in the economic aspects of life in India, the consumption. So when the world is changing, are we updating ourselves? Or are we lazy? Are we updating our skills? You think that you came from the best schools, best pre-university colleges, best of skills, best of knowledge. Sometimes it will be outdated next years when you pass out. So you have to update yourself. You have to keep on learning. That's a message. So Nokia missed out on learning. They missed out on changing. Thus, they lost the opportunity. All Christ University students are supposed to update themselves through your engagement in the classroom, in the campus, in the activities, and by your own online learnings, by your own updations. That is what I present to you this study of or case study about Nokia. Remaining unchanged is not wrong, but choosing to do so can lead you to being left behind. Your friends will go up in the ladder of deep learning, active learning. They will have the best of skills, best of attitude, but you should not be left behind. So find out what is getting updated, what are the changes. Accordingly, make yourself updated. That's a lesson. You may silently read this lesson from the 2 short stories. Who would like to explain what you understood? Any of the freshers are welcome. What's there in 2 boxes? You have a mic to pass on for the students to explain? Cordless mic. Anybody? You can raise your hands, mic will come to you. Even if mic is not there, you can explain. Feel free, don't worry. This is your first day getting an option or a chance. Yes, over there, 2 of them. Please give mics. What you understood, or if you want to connect with the story over there, in the middle.
Hello. What I've understood is.
You may speak about you give your name.
Oh, I'm Dhruv.
Class also. You may stand up so that people will see.
I took the BBA Business Analytics course.
Yeah.
What I've understood from this is what you learned yesterday is kind of history, which is helpful for experience, but something new keeps coming every day, and unless you update yourself with it, your relevance may reduce.
Very good. Thank you. Good round of applause appreciating your classmate. Others, just raise your hands. Somebody here in the middle rows.
Good evening. Myself, Shambhurajan Nimbarkar Khardekar. I am from BA Economics. So what I have learned from this story is we should remember that what we have learned in our past, like the she remembered how to make the glass, and she used the previous knowledge to make it even the finer glass, and she used it to implement in the future projects or the future newer technologies. So we should use our past knowledge and do our own creative thinking and try to use it in the finest way possible, which can lead to new innovations and change the world. Thank you.
Wonderful. Give big round of applause. Next, anybody over there? I think someone seated close to you. Yeah.
Yeah, this is Sanskriti. I fall in the economics course, and what I understood is what you learned before, just remember it always and use it when the opportunity knocks. And the other story is always the mind must be forecasting. If you are forecasting on your future, it will be good to be stable, or else it drains. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations to you. Yeah. Anybody else? One more person? Yeah. Just in the same line, you may pass on the mic. Same line. Or over there too. Yeah. You're most welcome. Start.
Good evening, sir. I am Advika Behel from BSc Psychology course. What I have understood here is we might have the best of the knowledge today, but we have to upgrade it as the time moves on, or we won't be relevant always.
Wonderful. Congratulations to you for that reflection. Big round of applause. Your classmate. Yes, another in the same line. Yeah. Over here, you got the mic?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Bhagwan Singh, and I'm from BSc Psychology course. From the story of Nokia and the second box, the thing I learned is the only vehicle we use in our life to progress is learning. Other than that, all things would leave behind, and what we would be left with will be our learning and knowledge.
Thank you. Big round of applause for him. Someone here who got mic? Yes, you may start.
Good morning, sir. I'm Trisha Menon, and I'm in BSc Psychology. We may have the knowledge now, and we may have learned a lot of things, but we must not be stuck there. We must move from Nokia and be Steve Jobs, who created the smartphone. We must be Samsung, who created the flip phone. Eventually, we have to move on, and not just stay stuck. Thank you.
Wonderful. Congratulations to you. Yeah. I would like all of you pronounce the content in the two boxes. Yeah. All of you together. And when I say 1, 2, 3, you can start. First content in the first box and then go to the next box. You are ready? Have you got the energy? 1, 2, 3. Great, but no energy. Christ University students are very energetic. You can see your seniors, very energetic, dynamic, very enthusiastic people. I hope you had lunch along with your parents today. Okay, so let's do it once more with more energy. 1, 2, 3. That's great. Remember these lines. Remember these two case studies as you start your journey from today in Christ University. When you are students of Christ University, we call you Christite. Means a student of Christ University. It's an epithet. It's a term that carries a sense of excellence and service. As you can read in the last line, all of you Christite, the students of Christ University, or the term symbolizes your commitment to embody the principles of excellence and service in all aspects of your lives, not just in 1 or 2 aspects, but all aspects. You are to be excellent and you are to be the service of others, about which some examples I gave you. So, my dear Christites, please remember, service is our motto and excellence is our goal. As you start your journey of excellence and service, please remember, achievement is the spirit of Christites. And I wish you all the best, and may God bless you.
Thank you, Father, for your address. You have made us all proud of our institution. Good things must come to an end, and we are nearing the conclusion of this inauguration ceremony. However, we would be remiss without expressing our gratitude to those who made it possible. We now welcome Nayab Javed Sheikh, SW Overall Head, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everybody. On behalf of the Student Welfare Office, I, Nayab Javed Sheikh, stand before you today to express my sincere gratitude for making this ceremony a resounding success. We deeply appreciate the presence and wisdom shared by our esteemed Vice Chancellor, Reverend Dr. Father Jose Sisi, whose steadfast faith and support has illuminated the path of success for our institution. Our gratitude extends to Director Dr. Father Verghese KJ for his unwavering support, which forms the bedrock of our academic journey. Special recognition goes to Dr. Jyoti Kumar, our dedicated Dean, whose innovative approach enriches the mind of every student here. We would also like to acknowledge Dr. John Paul Raj, our Associate Dean, for cultivating a nurturing environment for all. We are grateful to all of the department heads and the faculty members whose dedication has played a pivotal role in the success of this event. A heartfelt thank you goes to the faculty coordinators of the SW office for their tireless efforts. A special acknowledgement for the technical team and the maintenance team for the seamless execution and management of this event. We also recognize the invaluable support of the student leaders and volunteers from across the campus whose efforts have been instrumental in conducting this event. Lastly, we extend our appreciation to all attendees, including parents and new students, for gracing this inaugural ceremony with their presence. We eagerly anticipate welcoming you to the Christite family. To all our freshers, we wish you a fulfilling academic year filled with knowledge, growth, and cherished experiences. Thank you. Please rise for the university anthem.
March on, bright skies, march on.
request everyone in the auditorium to remain standing as the dignitaries exit the auditorium. You all can sit down. Good afternoon, everyone. I, Kirat Arora from the School of Business and Management, batch of 2024-25, will be taking over as your MC for the rest of the event. We will now invite all the heads of departments of our campus to introduce their department. The audience is encouraged to clarify their queries during this session. Please raise your hands if you have any query, and our student volunteers will pass along a mic to you. We would like to invite all the heads of departments in the following order to join us on stage. Dr. Venkat Narayan S., Head of Department of Political Science and History. Dr. Prerna Shrimal, Head of Department of Liberal Arts. Dr. Rupa Patwardhan, Head of Department of Economics. Dr. Vijayalya S., Head of Department of Psychology. Dr. Renu Elizabeth, Head of Department of English and Cultural Studies. Dr. Rashmi Rai, Head of Department of Business and Management, and Dr. Ajay Kumar, Head of Department of Media Studies and Journalism.
Thank you, and I welcome all the students who are very eager to start their classes from tomorrow, and also the parents who are really eager to know about the different aspects as far as the Christ University is concerned. I am Dr. Venkat Narayanan. I am the head of the Department of International Studies, Political Science and History Department at the BGI campus. I am just going to briefly highlight some of the important aspects of our department. These are not a comprehensive one. Once you are in the department, you'll be knowing more about the department. Basically, the Department of Political Science teaches you most of the courses which are very relevant to understand the contemporary politics and international, it's related to international relations, public policy, or even the Indian politics, elections, everything what we teach in our course is concerned. As Father has said before, we also keep enhancing the courses. We keep changing our courses according to the needs, as far as the needs of the time is concerned. In this year also, we have introduced a course on understanding Indian elections, which is very, very quite relevant for us to know about the elections. We do all the contemporary issues along with that intersectionality. These are some of the important highlights as far as the department is concerned. The pedagogy is also, which the Christ University has introduced as of now, the learner-centric methodology, where the students' involvement in the learning is going to play a very significant role in the coming years. That is also we have embraced as far as the department is concerned. The major programs that we offer is that the Political Science Honors program is a major one. Along with that, we do offer a PhD program also as far as the Political Science department is concerned. So we have these many research scholars who work under the different faculties in our department is concerned. One of the highlight of the Department of Political Science is that you'll be doing 2 internships. One at the end of your 2nd semester and the next one at the end of your 4th semester. At the end of the 2nd semester, each student of the Political Science department is going to do an internship at a grassroots government organization. It could be a Panchayat Raj institution, it could be a municipality, it could be a revenue department, or whatever it might be. We are going to do it in a grassroots government institution where you are going to have an interaction with the people who are coming and taking the services from the government. The whole idea of developing this particular internship is to understand how democracy works at the grassroots level. Because in the classroom, you're going to study about a lot of things, a lot of theories you're going to study as far as democracy is concerned. But At the grassroots level, you will be observing how these are functioning at the ground level. That is really going to be a great experience. Once your orientation starts, your seniors will be giving you, sharing lot of experience, what they have experienced in the field while doing the internship. At the end of after the fourth semester, you will be doing another internship that is not just confined to the government institution. You can do it in a research institutions also, or any NGOs, or any kind of political parties, or with the MLAs, MPs, there also you can do the internship. That is, after your fourth semester you will be doing. These two internships are very, very significant aspect as far as the department is concerned. This is CIAs and other thing which we will be explaining in detail later. In the Christ University, we have a practice of doing a continuous assessment. The assessment is every month you will be having some kind of assessment through which you will be evaluated. This is very, very important for you because such a kind of a continuous learning is going to provide you a comprehensive, holistic understanding. So as Father mentioned, we have two important vision, that is excellence in service. We want you to be excellent. At the same time, we want you to use the knowledge for the betterment of the society. It is not just about your individual development. In that way, whatever the assessments you're going to do from the first semester, these play a very, very significant role. I want all of you to take this assessment very seriously. These are research-based assessment which is really going to train you to become a better academician. And also we have we do a lot of programs inviting many scholars and many eminent person. He was the Chief Justice of Orissa, and we have an academician from all over the world who come and deliver talks to the students on the contemporary issues. These are some of the awards and recognition as far as the students are concerned. They participate in different kind of competitions, not only in India, all over the world. And whatever they do win a lot of these competitions. Those the certificates which show their participation and their winning. And also the department has an MOU, the Memorandum of Understanding with University of Milan in Italy. This particular memorandum is something which is given us to collaborate more as far as research and also teaching is concerned. We also conducted a multiculturalism conference where the faculties from the University of Milan and Christ University participated. That is going to come out as a book. And also we offer a joint course with the University of Milan. It's a 2-credit course that is on globalization, human rights and social justice, where almost 4 universities all over the world participate in that one. We'll be explaining about that course a little later. Also, the Department of Political Science and History offers a foundation course on administrative services. This is something which will have a separate orientation for all the students on the 27th of this month, where you will be, we have an kind of understanding with an IAS training institute. So Christ and the IAS training institute will be giving this particular training on the administrative services. It is open to all the students. Anyone from any department at the BGR campus can opt for this particular course. We will be sharing more details about this very soon. And we have an association, Agora, which is a very, very active one, under which we have different clubs. They do conduct different types of activities. These are the student rent association and clubs. The teachers will be only guiding the students. The students are going to be actively participate. Once you are in the campus, you'll be knowing, you'll be involved in many activities where you'll be learning a lot. All the activities, whatever things these clubs and association are going to do, this is something which is going to help you in understanding whatever you study in the class. The classroom teaching is going to be aided by different kind of activities by the clubs is concerned. And our department is also very active in engaging with the contemporary politics is concerned. Whenever any elections happen or any kind of national or international issues happen, you will find the department faculties actively trying to comment on that one in the popular newspapers and other medias is concerned. It is along with the research work. They do publish a research paper. Along with that, they keep themselves engaged. That is the reason why the students of political science, we keep insisting that you have to read a newspaper and you have to discuss almost every significant changes that is happening at the national and international level. That has to be done by all the students. That is going to really make you understand whatever you study in the, whatever the theoretical aspects that you're going to study in the classroom. These are some of the information regarding after completing their degree where they have gone. Many of them have gone to the international universities and also some of them within India also. These are some of the letters which shows their admission that happened for the students from the political science department. So these are some of the community-based and also some of the plans that the department is executed from this particular year. One is that we are developing a module for the gender sensitization for the police personnel. As far as many of the students might be staying in the PGs, you're going to have a constant interaction with the police personnel whenever you face any kind of a problem. This is something which is going to sensitize them and they are going to really deal the issues in a very significant manner. So that is what the department is developing a module for that one. And also the master's program, very soon we are going to start in the department. And also we have an academic collaboration with the CSDS. It is a Center for Study of Developing Societies. It's an ICSSR institute, New Delhi based. They do this election survey. Many of you might have studied the election survey results in the Hindu newspaper. They used to publish it very regularly. Those survey, that particular institute, now we have signed a MOU. We already offer a course, Understanding Indian Elections. In that particular course, for 1 week, you're going to have professors from CSDS who are going to come here and teach the students regarding the election survey is concerned. And also, we have signed an MOU with the University of Turin in Italy also. This is also going to open up a lot of opportunity for the students and faculty members in the department. And at the university in Paris also, we have in the process of conducting a joint academic exercise with them. That is also going to come in the near future in the department is concerned. This is one of the news that came up regarding our MOU with CSDS. And this is the course I was talking about, the Globalization, Social Justice and Human Rights. These are the universities that participate in this particular course along with the Christ University, University of Milan, University of Suffolk and University of California. These are the 4 universities together offer this particular course, where the teaching will happen here. Along with that, the students are going to do combined project with the students of all these universities. So that is also one thing which is going to give you more exposure as far as understanding the subject is concerned. And this is the orientation session which we are going to have on 27th of this month. This is open to all the students. Whoever is interested to pursue the civil service, they can attend this orientation, which is going to give you a complete details about what kind of papers they're going to deal with, and also what are the class timings. All those aspects will be discussed in this orientation, which is going to happen on 27th of this month. Thank you. If you have any queries or any questions, you can. Okay, fine. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Prerna. If you need any details or if you want to get in touch with me for any reason, you can find the details right there. I'm here to talk about the liberal arts program, and I head the liberal arts team on this campus. Some of the thoughts that our Father Vice Chancellor talked about in his address about, talking about employability, being ready in this global world, and being able to create a space where from a multidisciplinary approach, you're able to resolve problems. Those are the philosophies under which this entire paradigm of the liberal arts program was designed for this campus. Some of our best practices, I'm not gonna take one each of them, because as I tell you about the program and what to expect in the department, all of this will be made clear, but that simply highlighting some of our best practices. And on that note, there are 2 things that I really want to bring all of our focus to. One of them is
our curriculum aspects. Our curriculum undergoes change every 6 months, and we bring in industry professionals, we bring in activists, we bring in academics, lots of kinds of people from around the world to be constantly on the move in terms of our curriculum. And on that note, I also want to bring your focus onto our benchmarking of the program, which is number 7 on the PPT. One of the reasons I want to just bring your focus into these two is because the entire program, unlike any other program that you have seen, is designed on the idea that we are never completely sure and we are never completely ready unless and until we know that we have to constantly move forward. And on that note, our benchmarking also takes place every year, at least 2 to 3 times, not just at a national level, but also at a global level. On that note, I want to just reiterate that our program runs 7 tracks, which are different kinds of focus areas, which have alignment with different disciplines altogether, and our students, after the first year, in their second year onwards, take specializations. So they become especially trained under those domains, as well as those disciplinary, again keeping in track with our global narrative that no problem can be solved with just one perspective. We need to bring in multiple perspectives to solve that. On that note, just a brief idea about our faculty team. These are main mentors, but we have faculties from across disciplines, taken from various departments that offer a pool of courses every semester. On that note, I just wanted to, because I mentioned how curriculum is very important to us, so for each track, every time we sit for our curriculum design and development, there's a lot of changes that are taken care of. And I'm just giving you a basic idea about the percentage of changes that keep happening for all of this. One of the things that I really want to focus on is our learner-centric approach of teaching. The entire paradigm of liberal arts program across the years is centered around that. Some of the major things that we undertake in our curriculum, especially sustainability project and community outreach, so that you are aware and you're connected with society even as a student. But one of the major highlights of our program is our industry collaborative capstone projects and leadership projects. So students in their 3rd year and 4th year, we have industry partners. They go and work at an organization for an entire year along with taking their classes here, which means that they get a certification of employability along with their degree in their final years. And this is almost one of a kind. We don't have these kind of programs running across country. And this has amounted to our students becoming more sensitized and extremely industry ready, because they actually know what happens in the industry because they work with the industry. Another highlight of our program is at the end of first year, our students go for immersive projects. We have both national and global partners, and these they undertake across their first year, where they go and see at the ground root level how are these kind of projects really undertaken. All of this has been designed because our faculties constantly go for best practices visits, whether it is in the country or abroad. We also check out, and one of the reasons we do this is so that we have a global liberal arts presence, and at the same time we have a collaborative effort as to what are the industry or academia doing across the globe. So we have this every quarter, these kind of, and these are the universities that we have already collaborated with and we have had best practices visits with. One of the benefits that we have seen is that not only it gives us a sense of where we are today, but it also gives us a very good idea about where we should be moving towards in the future. So at the liberal arts program, we are always thinking in terms of what will happen in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years. Where are our students going to be? So we train them in correspondence to that. Based on that, our program has been appreciated. We have had quite a few newspaper articles written on our works that we have done. Most notably for our capstone projects, we have these articles written on various media, but we've also had a lot of appreciation coming our way for the kind of sustainability projects and working with grassroots community teams that our students have done with partners. To give an idea, we also run global classrooms, and we have other industry collaborators with us as well, like India Hikes, we have Grand Prix, we have the Archaeological Survey of India, we also have the Bandhavgarh National Park, so that no matter what the interest of the students are, they are able to get that focus. But at the same time, we run global classrooms with various notable universities, among them most notably being the Seoul National University in South Korea and the American University in Egypt, in Cairo. Like I was saying, these are some of the assignments. This is inbuilt into their curriculum where they work on all of these things. To just give you an idea, we run several research projects where students can also work with us. These are some of the MOUs that we have with various universities, both in India and abroad. Employability, our student progress is also quite notable. Most of our students either go into higher education or they go for employment on their own, but also some of them are entrepreneurs, so they also design their own businesses and go forth. These are some of the examples of our alumni who have been placed. We have quite a few global partnerships in terms of internships and immersive projects, most notably in Vichy, France. We also have a Disney cultural exchange. Lots of our students actually also take things I really want to bring our focus into. We have several student and faculty exchanges with universities in the last 2 years. Some of the things that we have achieved are various sustainability projects that our students and faculty have undertaken together. We've had various community outreach projects as well. But most importantly, some things that we are looking forward to, which is happening in the next month. We have a major conference happening where we have global partners from Malaysia, Indonesia, Japan, South Korea, all coming into Christ University here, where our liberal arts program students will be also participating. And the other one is our South Korea Cultural Exchange. So a team from Seoul National University comes to our department every year, a team of about 25 students and 4 faculty members. And they come in January of every year, and then our students from liberal arts go to Seoul National University. About 20-25 students go every year in August. So this is, again, something which is upcoming in August for us. And finally, in terms of wrapping up, liberal arts is a program that has all kinds of disciplinary approaches. It has all kinds of perspectives. We have a very vibrant faculty team. So even if you haven't been part of, like you haven't come here as part of the liberal arts program, there are lots of amazing opportunities for you. So feel free to get in touch with us, even if you're from a different program or a different department. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, I'm Dr. Rupa Patwardhan, representing the Department of Economics, BGR campus. These are my contact details. If in case you want to note it down, you can just, yeah. So we offer BA Economics program and PhD program. The major highlights of our program is outbound training for orientation and acclimatization for the students, both first years and in the second year and third year also we have. Courses with mandatory field exposure, courses focusing on hands-on training on data analysis softwares, emphasis on co-curricular and whole person development, and research-based curriculum where we train you to conduct independent research. So I'll start with orientation for first years. So we'll start the academic year with the orientation for first years, where we will be able to do team building activities, and we have outbound training where we will be focusing on overall personality development. We have also outbound training wherein we will be able to focus on the overall personality development of the students. So we have mandatory field visits for most of the courses where we have, for example, agricultural economics, economics of growth and development, health economics, to name a few, where our students have visited Silk Factory in Ramnagar, Coca-Cola India, Janapadaloka, to name a few. So I'll directly move on to the student achievements in getting offers from different educational institutions for higher studies. King's College London, University of Warwick, London School of Economics, University of Manchester, to name a few. Coming to placement records, we have the last batch of students placed at PwC, Deloitte, Trust-Vista, JP Morgan Chase, Zomato, Goldman Sachs, EY, Reuters, Moody's, and others. Our students have also interned at Niti Aayog, Tata Steel, Aditya Birla Capital, EY, Deloitte, and other prominent industry players, to name a few. Let me move on to the achievements in the external fests for our students organized out of the university, where our students have participated and have won overall best contingent and event-specific prizes, including the Young Economist Research Competition. I'm proud to say that 20 students from both second and third year have bagged the UN Millennium Fellowship in the last year. In terms of student activities and fests, the Econtago, the Economics Association, the club Sit Down with Smith, Bulls and Bears, Sustainable Development Goal Cell, and in collaboration with eCell, we have organized multiple and fun-filled activities throughout the year, such as Arthotserv, Economic Sports Championship, Vritti, 1776 Syndrome, Startup Search, to name a few. Our students have made us proud in terms of like conducting financial literacy drive for our non-teaching staff, as well as for students at Wilson Garden Education Society. Our students have been instrumental in organizing student research seminar exclusively for the undergraduate students, enabling students to have exposure to academic research culture. The department periodically organizes several guest lectures, inviting several economists and industry experts to gain contemporary knowledge of the economy. We have highlighted one of the most scintillating experience for students on our campus, that is student budget panel discussion, driven entirely by the students in the season of like union budget every year. So we have a student-run body publishing the department newsletter, Economica, where students write articles, stories, poems, create memes, and all other creative endeavors they undertake in order to focus on the contemporary issues in the economy. These vibrant student activities are guided by our faculty members who have been the guiding force in all our student endeavors. Some of the highlights of like faculty as a resource person is visible on the screen for you. Further, I take pride in stating that we have been able to accomplish faculty-student publication in several research journals, Scopus journals, to name a few: EPW, Economic and Political Weekly, Economic Affairs, etc. The publications in periodicals is also a regular affair in the department, where the undergraduate students are encouraged to publish along with the faculty on current issues in the Indian economy and the global economy. We are looking forward to the full-fledged learner-centered approach, implementation of like learner-centered approach, where we do role play, simulations, auctions, class experiments, experiential learning, gamification, to name a few, which will enable our students to be self-directed as well as lifelong learners. So we have certain MOUs and international exchange programs. So Virginia Commonwealth University as well as University of Cincinnati. The recent one is where our student is participating in Hala University International Pioneer Program in the Republic of Korea. So we have planned a plethora of events where a hearty welcome to all our first year students to our department. Thank you.
Good afternoon, my dear Christites. So I am Vijayalaya Srinivas, who's heading the Department of Psychology at the Banagata Road campus. Okay, the motto of our department is reflect and realize. So we wanted all of you to, going with the theme of psychology, it's all about understanding yourself. So you need to reflect on what are the experiences that you had and what your potentials are. And then ultimately we believe that we can pave a way forward for you to achieve and realize those potentials. As the program is called, it's BSc, like we are still debating whether psychology is a science or arts. So we have combined both these aspects together in this. So since we are focusing more on the scientific aspects of it as well, there is huge emphasis that is given to the research aspect. And we have a dedicated research club. But under the guidance of the teachers, you will be taking up research projects, and some of our students have published as well as presented their papers in international conferences, competing with even PhD scholars and won Best Paper Awards. we have state-of-the-art labs, both psychology lab, like not only the physical lab that you see in the image, you also have simulation that you can do, like experimental simulations using, say, E-Prime or Pebble. So in systems you can do it and cognitive experiments can be done. We also have a state-of-the-art neuroanatomy lab. It's part of your curriculum as well. Like we have a microtome where the students will even be given a chance to like take slices of, any tissue and then like stain it and then see it in the microscope and understand how, especially if you want to understand neurons better and degenerative process or generative process of neurons. You can actually have a practical experience of it in our labs. These are some of the fests, because I hope everyone is aware that at Christ we won't only focus on curricular aspects, we also give equal importance to your co-curricular and extracurricular activities. So Aroha is the interdisciplinary fest of our department, so wherein we have students coming from other departments, and almost all the activities will be psychology theme based, and they take active participation in all these things, through which they also understand how the principles of psychology can become handy in your day-to-day life. We have PRA, which is a mental awareness week, like it's a week-long awareness campaign that has been done by the students of the Department of Psychology. Erudita is an online paper, presentation. It's more like a conference, more like an e-conference. So especially focusing on UG students' research work. Anandita is again just to create that bond among the seniors and juniors. So across the classes and sections, we have competitions for them to just understand the group dynamics better. And some of the field visits that we take our students to, and these are some of the collaborations, like be it Sports Authority of India, Aish, with Nimhand, like we take them to the Brains Museum, and like sports psychology is there as part of the curriculum. So we have a tie-up with Sports Authority of India. Axonet is one of the leading organizations in India who came up with the invention of BIOS, which is used in forensic psychology, and our students do projects with them and they do internship there. Mukta Foundation is again an NGO which is very prominently working in the field of sexual identifications or trauma, how to come out of the trauma, and helping people who are traumatized in all those areas. And we have an association, like all the departments as this association, like wherein it's completely done by the students, like teachers will only act as the facilitators to ensure that everything is happening according to the Christ norms. So anything that happens in the department, be it guest lectures or seminars or field visits, activities, everything is arranged through the student volunteers. They are the ones who get those things done. And Max is one of the nodal centers that we have in the Department of Psychology, where some of the students who are passionate about helping others, especially counseling. So though they are UG students, we train them in these counseling skills, and they do have, we have listed it out there, like one-on-one sessions or group discussions, listening circles, and these are the ways in which they ensure the psychological well-being of Christites. So we do it for all the peers, and we also do it for other stakeholders outside if there is a need for it. And as I mentioned, BSc is both psychology honors program, is both science as well as arts. So there is also a lot of understanding about abstract aspects, and you develop constructs and then you try to understand them abstractly. So you need a lot of philosophical understanding for it, and we don't want to make it or bog down the students with too much of philosophical content. So we thought, why not take this opportunity of discussing about philosophy outside the college hours as well. So we have started Philosophy Club, and we do have discussions about prominent philosophers. You can also chill about the philosophies. So that's, it's not just the curriculum or getting marks and clearing the papers. You can understand them in a much more fun way. Service learning is another, we have as part of the curriculum, you have to do service learning, and then it's a 2-credit paper. But wherever you go, be it an NGO or old age home where you actually try to implement the things that you have studied, what happens is our students don't just finish it for those 2 credits. Some of the places where they go for the service learning engagement, they take up projects with them and they continue even after finishing that particular course. So there are some projects which is continuously going on for past 4-5 years. So you will have a continuous engagement so that your learning is also continuous. Whatever you're learning in every semester, you can go out there, analyze the needs of them, and then implement it in a much effective manner. Again, sustainability, the development goals that we have given by UN, and every department is having, likewise, even in psychology department, we have an SDG cell which is focusing on primarily health and well-being, especially the mental health. And we also have expanded it to incorporate the other species as well. Like we have a tie-up with Wildlife SOS, and last year some of our students were actually creating awareness about conservation of certain, about to be extinct species as well. As far as student progression is concerned, around 25% of the students go abroad for their masters, and these are just few prominent universities where they go for their masters, like be it clinical, counseling, and our program right now, this is the second batch of NAP, but even before that, when it was just a 3-year program as well, it was equivalent for doing 4-year program in, say, USA or Australia. Both APS as well as WAS has given their equivalency certificate for the program that we are offer at Christ University, not just in BGR campus and all the other campuses as well. So that's it. Wish you all a great learning experience at the Department of Psychology at BGR campus. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'll try and keep this as short as possible. A warm welcome to all the freshers out there. I hope all of you have a wonderful time with us in the 3 to 4 years you are with us, 2, 3, and 4 years you are with us, to the PG students also. I represent the Department of English and Cultural Studies. I'm Renu Abraham, and these are my contact details just in case any of you would like to get in touch with us. Also because our department goes across campus, so my faculty members will be meeting each and every one of you in your classrooms at some point or the other in the next 2 semesters. So welcome once again, and we represent the Department of English. Now, as far as the department is concerned, we offer 3 programs. One of it is the BA English program, and the second postgraduate program we offer is the MA English and Cultural Studies program, and a PhD, a research program, a PhD in English and Cultural Studies. We have around 19 faculty, and therefore our faculty-student mentoring ratio is 1:12 as far as the department is concerned. These are the distinctive practices of the department. I will not be necessarily going deep into this, but just to quickly give you a brief of this, we do community engagements as part of our courses. We organize student seminars, student-led seminars, conferences, and all of that, and which is the highlight of the programs we offer here. And we also have capstone projects for the MA students, where in the final semester of the MA program, they do a full capstone for the entire semester. No other classes, just one project is all that they do. Details of the projects and all of that will be conveyed to the students as and when it happens. Another major highlight of the department is the fact that we have a completely student-led association like all the other departments have, but ours is slightly different, as you would see a little later. We also have a practice teaching component as part of our engagements, where our students go and teach in classes as well as outside of classrooms, to government schools and all of that. It's also part and parcel of our community engagement and processes. As far as the program structure is concerned, I'm not necessarily going into deep detail. You can just quickly look at it. Some of the highlights are the kind of subjects that we have. We offer in terms of environmental humanities, urban studies, food studies, digital humanities, travel writing, orality, folklore, digital storytelling, digital textualities, and things like that. Then, as far as our MA structure program is concerned, these are some of the courses that we offer, which aligns with the BA programs also, which sort of, matches with each other. So these are the separate ones which we don't necessarily see outside of that. The highlights of the program are these. I'm again not going to go into most of these. You can just quickly glance through it. The career prospects as well as the basic highlights of our program. Now, this is the organization, the student organization of the department. We have 7 clubs and 3 wings, right, where each and every one of the students will have opportunities to engage and participate and also display, right, their creative engagements in various platforms. So we have a city club, we have a linguistics club, we have a Itihad club, which is about unity and inclusivity. We have a research club, a theater club, a book club, a film club. We run a literary magazine, a monthly one. We run a biannual research journal, and we have a campus blog too. These are some of the association activities that we've done over a period of time, and it is something that students completely participate, organize, and engage in. We don't do much as faculty members except provide them support from behind. Now, these are aspects of the capstone project. I'm not going to go into details of it. This is Vajna, the annual postgraduate conference, which is led by the PG students. It's an annual event on different themes. We have collaborations with the National Translation Mission with CIIL Mysore. We run a lot of workshops for our students over a period of time. We also, like I said, our department's main focus, or one of the major focus of departments, is student-organized seminars, conferences, and publications. So students publish, write, and also organize a lot of these seminars. We have tie-ups with industries and publishers. We have we have tie-ups with Nikon. We have tie-ups with ASEAN. We have tie-ups with Pratham. We have tie-ups with Lit Kanmani, and we also have tie-ups with Teach for India as far as the program is concerned. These are some of the publications of our students which cover research, translation, poetry, and fiction. Awards and scholarships. Our students have been recipients of the Millennium Scholarship and also participants of roundtable discussions with Prasar Bharati and others. One of our students, Aryan, of the MA program, was also given this opportunity to hold his art exhibition at the Glasgow Museum, right, in collaboration with MAP. Then these are some of the events that we've done which are related to Sustainable Development Goals of the UN. Then the distinguished visitors to our department over a period of time, which includes Padma Shri awardees, Padma Bhushan awardees, right, Bharat Ratna awardees, all of them. Then these are some of the placement details that we do have, the net qualifications of our students. Right, so these, sorry, I think I'm... Right, so these are some of the places where our students are placed in. Higher education possibilities these are the places where our students have gone for higher education. And faculty achievements, two of our faculty have received international fellowships, one with Dr. Chandan Kumar with FLTA and Dr. Nivya Thomas with the Charles Wallace Fellowship. We also have research grants granted to our faculty members from Mozilla Foundation for AI-related research, ethics and AI-related research. Then these are our areas, the expertise of our faculty in various areas. And related to these areas of expertise, our faculty have published extensively in journals and books and other platforms. And the plans for this year are around, the usual, right, seminars, conferences. But in this year, one of the major thrust areas of the department will be community engagement for all the students. And as a result, we've tied up with a lot of NGOs and a lot of other organizations, right, where students will be going in as storytellers, as volunteers, right, to help in various kinds of activities. So this is as far as the department is concerned. Thank you very much.
A very good evening to one and all, and a hearty welcome to all the students. I am the head of the Department for School of Business and Management. I'm Dr. Rashmi. This is my number. If anybody wants to connect or write an email, you can get in touch. We are the largest department in this campus. We have about 1,600 students under us and multiple programs which is displayed on the screen. We have finance and international business, finance and economics, finance, strategy and business analytics. We have got tourism and travel management. We have two master's program, and we have got a PhD program in business and tourism. At our department, we use a lot of innovative teaching pedagogies. If you could see, we use a lot of AI tools to teach our students in multiple facets and multiple subjects. Some of the few examples could be a flipped classrooms, AI tools, mindful trails, etc. which is displayed on the screen. We have a lot of international faculties and guests which keep coming to our campus to deliver lectures for our students because we have an international business program. And a lot of our faculties also go out to foreign universities to give lectures. We have a lot of intra-university collaborations. Few of them are displayed here. We have a very interesting global immersion program for the FIB students and for the MBIB students, where students go for about 2 weeks to a different country and learn the culture and do live projects with a different university or with the various organizations and come back and share their experience with the existing students. Similarly, a lot of our faculties go out to give sessions to different varieties of students across the world. These are the few things that we have been displaying and doing across in the few years. If you could see, these are some pictures where our students have gone abroad. We have got few MUs and affiliations, Global Association for Risk Professionals, where this particular body offers scholarship programs to our students. We have International Air Transport Association, IATA Canada's association, Pacific Asia Travel Association student chapter, which has been winning awards from quite few years now. Institute of Company Secretariat, Chartered Market Technicians, which we are in the progress. As a university and as our faculty fraternity, we are into a lot of consultancy projects. Few of them are mentioned on the screen. Our students have constantly been able to avail scholarship programs. Few of them are mentioned again on the screen. We have a lot of students who have participated in the placement process. 290, this is the last year data. A lot of students have participated for the placement process. Most of them have got placed with the highest package of 24 lakhs per annum. These are the few prominent industries which come for placements and internships. And if you could see, the process starts from the month of November and it goes on till it is still on with students who have not got placed yet. These are some students' achievement. We have won the Pacific Asia Travel Association Excellence Award 2023. We have a very constant Bloomberg certification program, which every finance student and others who are keen to take up would go about availing it up. We have a lot of micro-certification programs which are offered at our department. At the same time, we have global immersion programs. We have quite a lot of students who have been availing summer programs to various schools. We have a lot of tie-ups with many foreign universities where we send our students, if the student is interested, for a credit transfer program, which we will display it once you are back to the department. We have a lot of student-teacher collaboration in terms of research. Similarly, there are 4 UG students who have completed the first level of CISI. We have 2 students who have availed this scholarship from the GARP, that is the Global Association for Risk and Professionals. Our department buzzes with lot of festing. We promote a lot of fest. If you could see, these are inter-collegiate fest. Around the clock, you would see a lot of students participating. We have Genesis, Telesto, Inferno, Exio, Querencia, and Quesadilla, to name a few. If you could see, our festing program has led us to win overall winners of 14 trophies across India and abroad. At the same time, if you could, 70 positions we have taken as first position, 42 positions as second, and 19 positions as third. So we are a very dynamic department in terms of encouraging our students to take part in extracurricular and co-curricular activities. We have multiple clubs. To name a few only we have mentioned here, but we have many more like this. To name up most prominent ones, we have got the Synapse, the Phoenix Club, the Pravah Club, the Pata Club, the Alumni Relations Cell. We have got FIB Connect, E-Cell, BBA Outreach, Finance and Economics Cell. So it depends on your interest. Wherever you want to join, you're most welcome, and you should be contributing more actively in these kind of clubs. Sports achievements, we also encourage our students to participate in most of the sports activities. Few of them are mentioned here, where students have won first, second, and third positions. Our team of faculties are very inclined towards research because we are strong believer that when we are active in research, that is what we take back to our classes. And that's one of the reasons why you can see that the amount of publications that has happened in the past 1 year. This is just last year data. Similarly, we have a lot of initiatives from our department in terms of developing MOOC courses. Few of them are being in the process, and you would be able to see them by the coming academic year. We have few best practices: Scholar Connect, Research Workshop, Research Forum and Colloquium, Wall of Fame, live projects. We encourage our students. We have a very strong student mentor-mentee program, industry-based learning, International Business Fest, and student mobility to international universities. These are few pictures for you to just have a glance at. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dr. Ajay Kumar. I head the Department of Media Studies at the Banagata Road campus. As part of the School of Arts and Humanities, our department is defined by 3 words: creativity, collaboration, and critical thinking. The last general elections has highlighted the important role that independent media plays in a country's functioning. And we strive to prepare media professionals and journalists who contribute towards that goal. These are some of the prominent courses that our department offers. These include web journalism, mobile journalism, political communication, data journalism, and documentary production. Our faculties of the department specialize in various fields of media, including public relations, science communication, media production, gender studies, and media literacy. Some of the major clubs that our students are part of, where they organize events and take part in various competitions, include the Design Lab, which undertakes design-related work from both for-profit and non-profit organizations. Cuisine is this campus's official magazine that is produced by the students of media studies. Spin Shot is our photography club, where students from different departments take part in workshops that are organized by the department. Press Club is the club that takes care of reporting about all the events that happen on this campus. Our flagship event, one of the most awaited events of this campus, is Rabta, which is a media fest, and that includes a lot of workshops. These are some of the posters from the last edition of this fest, where we had the theme of which was the Indie Revolution, where independent artists from rappers to designers and filmmakers interacted with the students, sharing with their life journeys. Our another prominent event is the Khwabida Talkies Film Festival, organized biennially every 2 years, where we have filmmakers, actors, and sometimes stunt directors, music composers come and interact with our students. Vinyasa is an event, a design event that we have instituted recently, which includes a lot of workshops and sessions related to art and design. Arangam is a theater group where the students from different departments, including the media studies, they perform various theater performances, including mime, dances, and acting. Prem's photography exhibition is a national photography exhibition where students from various schools and colleges of India participate and organized every year on International Photography Day. The Stuart Hall Memorial Lecture is organized every year in the month of February, commemorating one of the most prominent media theorists of the 20th century. And for the first years, we start with Talent Fiesta, where the first year students display their talent in various genres. And then we have the National Press Day, is celebrated to commemorate the important role that press plays in the nation's functioning. These are some of the prominent guests that we have hosted. I am sure you would recognize some of them. There is Rabi Shergill, Rana Dagubati, Ashish Vidyarthi, and a lot more. Our students have interned, and they are also placed in some of the most prominent media organizations in the country. Some of our students have also gone up for higher studies at the Paris College of Art, University of Lincoln, the University of Edinburgh, King's College London, and also the London School of Economics. We have these MOUs with organizations to train our students and also give platforms for our students to do on-field reporting. These are some of the clippings of publications that faculties from the department have done over the years. Every year we give awards as the Best Outgoing Student Award and also the Best Researcher Award. These are recipients of this year. Our students also collaborate with faculties to publish in national and international journals and present their research work in national and international conferences. These are some of the photographs from the events that we hosted over the years. Thank you so much.
Thank you to the respected heads of departments for shedding light on all the diverse verticals of education offered on our campus. Our university has a stellar legacy of cultural excellence. To encourage the newcomers and provide a glimpse of the skills of our students, we now have a very special performance planned by the University Choir. Please join me in welcoming the University Choir conductor, Mr. Saw Rawling Say, and the team.
Hello, hello.
Check, check.
Wow, what a wonderful performance by the choir. The next part of the ceremony is something we look forward to during every event. Our beloved Dean, Dr. Jyoti Kumar, has had extensive teaching experience for 23 years, teaching various subjects such as journal management, finance, taxation, and strategic management. She is a United Port Fellow and has attended a summer course at the Graduate School of Education, Harvard University, USA. She is a member of the Academic Council, Board of Management, and Planning and Monitoring Board at Christ University. Ma'am holds a PhD in strategy, and her research work titled Organizational Sustainability, a study of corporate organizations in the Indian context, is highly acclaimed. Her areas of research apart from sustainability are in the areas of skill development for students in the higher educational context. She is also a beacon of discipline and time management. So without any further ado, we invite ma'am to grace us with her words.
Good evening. Tired already? How about having another set of speakers lined up after me? 3 more to go. You have the energy? Yes? Okay, for that I will be the last speaker. Is that okay? You all want to stretch? Yes, sit straight. Just move a little. I thought you're all frozen there, yeah? Stretch. Take care while you're stretching. Take care of your neighbor. Are you all okay? Yes? Get up. All students get up. All students get up. That was 2 hours plus of sitting, isn't it? After the vacation, after your class 12, you wouldn't have done this in a while. Are you excited? Yes. Look back, all your parents are sitting out there. Can you shout out a thank you to them? Loud. Did the parents hear that? No. Louder. I want the parents to clap for their children. Look at that sound, yeah? Now I want all of you to clap for your parents. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Sit down. That was also to wake up all those who were sleeping in the auditorium. Were you sleeping? Yes. The normal siesta time. Yeah, after a good lunch and all that. Anyways, I'm excited to be here. You have been served with a lot of food this afternoon. Food for thought. And of course, it came in variety. You had the Vice Chancellor give us the overview of what to expect. You saw a set of passionate teachers, the heads of the departments, to tell you, look, we are ready to offer all this to you, and we want reciprocity from you. And they were unstoppable. Yes, so we gave them 5 to 7 minutes, and each one wanted to say much more than that, and we were trying to regulate it for want of time. Now I have come for the icing on the cake. Yes? To tell you that I will be responsible for all of you here. Okay? So maybe I will not repeat whatever is mentioned already. You now have a fair glimpse of what to expect at the university. At the outset, I want to thank all the parents for trusting us, for doing that bit of research to find out where you want your child to be. Also, many congratulations to all of you for choosing this place for your higher education. You must have done your rounds of research. You know what we stand for. You have made your choice. But thank you to the parents for giving your children to us, and together we will nurture them and keep them ready to the world. I want to tell you a few things. The academics are in place. You saw a lot of things that are ready to welcome you, but remember each and every bit of what the presentation was of our Vice Chancellor. where you were told that you are the most important on earth now. Isn't it? You know the statistics, how you become the most important, your age group. What is it that you want to do? You know what the source of education is. You know what the source is for you to get nurtured, developed, etc. When I say source, there is a small gag or anecdote I remember. Maybe I will share it with you. It seems there was this one class of students, maybe the primary students, who were sitting in a class and they were all learning food. Okay? And the teacher asked the students one by one, tell me what is a source of food. I'm pausing for you to reflect. This is a primary school, and then the teacher is talking about food, a science lesson, and then the teacher asks, what is a source of food? And there comes one intelligent answer. He rises up and he says, Swiggy and Zomato. Education, my friends. Yes, you see how you get accustomed to what you see. Probably that child, anyways, we pause it there. Yes, is all about food and all about Swiggy and Zomato. What I'm trying to say is, why I remembered this now is to tell you how we get influenced by whatever is around. It is your discretion, it is your wise act to say what is important, what is not important. How is it that you take whatever comes your way and what is required for education, what is not. Google was our best friend, even now is, but now I think we have moved one step ahead. ChatGPT is there. We have Gemini, and you know more than any one of us. But you should be cautious of what you want to bring as a learning. Academics bit of it, you know, there are stalwarts here who will take care of it. My purpose is to tell you how you should lead a life here on campus that is very purposeful. I want to reiterate to all of you, don't worry, I will not take more than about 5 to 7 minutes, but I want to tell this when your parents are around. We have a system which takes care of your whole person development. That will include, and the root to it is discipline. And that in all facets, discipline in terms of our time, discipline in terms of our grooming, discipline in terms of our mutual respect for each other, and it begins there. So you've been told that you are a Christite. Yes, from the time you've processed your admission, you're a Christite, and we are very proud all the time that from a crowd of many youth, we can identify a Christite. And that is because of the mannerisms, the discipline, the way you want to project yourself, the way you are obedient, respected, respectful in all forms of it. And I want all of you to be that. As soon as you decide that you are in the campus, you should know that from the gate, you should practice that meet and greet. Greet everybody. The security standing at the gate, that's the first set of people you will meet when you come into the campus. Greet them, wish them. There is no job that is superior, there is no job that is inferior. Because they are at the gate, we are safe inside. You should develop that attitude of respect and gratitude. Wish them and let the security personnel do their job. They will ask you for your identity card. They will stop you if they find you not well groomed and etc. You have to oblige because they are told to do the job. As you walk in, you will see we have a clean campus. And who is responsible for maintaining it clean is you. Because remember, from today, you own every single bit of this university. It is yours. The way you take care of your own home, this also is yours. So cleanliness, maintaining, taking care of the infrastructure and everything is your responsibility as well. As you come in, you will see a lot of non-teaching staff. You will greet them as well. So it's not to say you will go office after office every day, greet and then go to class. but don't walk through them. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes you have the tendency to ignore. You may meet them sometime, maybe in their offices, but otherwise you don't recognize them. So here we have a culture of, a collegiality. We have a culture of mutual respect. Classrooms, remember one thing, this is a temple of learning. And in the classroom, you have no other purpose but to study and to learn. So that's not a place where you are here to have fun and, mock or tease or do whatever with your friends. Or classroom, a strict discipline inside the classroom and also outside the classroom, of course. For all of you who decide to come to campus on your vehicles, two-wheelers, four-wheelers, please remember to take care of yourself both inside and outside of the campus. To the parents, we want to tell you, your children are safe inside the campus with us, with a lot of us taking care of them, maybe 9 to 4. But outside of the campus, you should take care of yourself and have a sense of, that cautiousness with which you want to drive or ride or behave. Because you should remember that you have parents waiting to hear you, to get a call from you, to be informed about what you're all doing here. Remember, every single day, stay connected with your parents. I just want to show of hands, how many from outside of Bangalore? Look at that. Our profile says we have 93% plus students from outside of Bangalore on this campus. 93% plus, which means the 7% are the Bangaloreans. So you will guide the others, guide them well. Yes, you have come to Bangalore not to explore Bangalore right away. Take it easy. Yes, the main purpose of coming here is to study, and then you should do it in full faith. Stay connected with your parents, talk to them, tell them of the day-to-day activities that is happening on campus so that they think that they are also here live. Is that clear? So you should explain it to them, tell them that they are completely aware of what is happening. We do not have a diary writing practice. You write this and show it to your parent. You are in the university. I think your mindset also should change. From the school, you've come directly to the university. So you have to stay connected with them. To the parents, I want to tell you that each of the student is handed over a login credential of all the records of the student, including attendance, examinations, marks, scores, everything. At the click of a button from wherever you are, you will be able to monitor if the student is in class or not in class. On an hourly basis, you will be able to track it, for which there is a login detail. To the students, once you get it, it is your responsibility to share it with the parents immediately so that they also know your progress, etc. All those students who are living in and around in the PGs, etc., please ensure that you live responsibly. Please underline this. You will ensure that you live responsibly. There is a lot of meaning in this statement. I want each one of you to decipher it well, because I don't want to say so many things on the stage on the first day while I'm here to welcome you. But because the parents are also here, we thought we will share this. I want the parents to continuously check on the students, on your children. They will tell you they are adults, they will manage, etc. But having said this, I think we also should do that. Yeah, random checks, because this place, this is not a kind 3 years or 4 years that you want to spend here. You have to spend with utmost diligence. And remember, you should not regret even once of making this choice. Having said all that, I know you're all deciphering it. Like I said, this stage is for all of you. You must have seen a lot of dance, music, theater. You saw a lot of videos. This is for you. For all of you to take part in every single thing. You saw the academics bit of it, clubs and associations. Sitting there, I was wondering, when are you all teaching, heads of the departments? Yes, when are you all teaching that you're doing so much in terms of extracurriculars and co-curriculars? At Christ University, we strongly believe that the holistic education bit of it to make you a whole person, we need the influence of academics and others. So all those who like singing, dancing, sports, you have to continue doing it, because some of them I've seen, they just pause and say, maybe I will not want to do it. No, this is a place you have to utilize the stage. I say this to batch after batch, so I don't want to break that. I will tell you also, this stage you should be utilizing frequently. And you should come here to demonstrate, to show your skills, to let the others also know what you're capable of, your skills. You should use this for your songs, for your music, dance, theater, debates, presentations, workshops, seminars. This is yours. So sitting there, I want everybody to imagine, when is it that I will come here and I will be facing the audience? And this I want everybody to do it. Please remember this, along with your academics, you should do 2 other things. 1+2 formula. Academics, obviously it will happen. Whether you like it or not, you're registered, you've paid your fees, you've come here, you will go to class. Yes, no compromise on that. But what else will you do? Will you be a part of the dance? Will you be a part of music? Will you do theater? Will you take part in activities, clubs, associations? You have a variety to choose from. And you know what this will do? This will help your personality development. This will make you strong. Father was talking about employability, your skills. How is it that you will make your profile? What is it that you will do from day one that you can put it on your CV? What are the activities that you've participated? What are the internships that you've done? And it can go on and on and on. And remember, day one onwards, you have to be conscious. Take cognizance of what you want to do. What is your focus in 3 years, in 5 years, in 10 years? This is what I want to be known as. This is what I want to do. And that should already be in your wish list. And then start working on that. It's not just sit and think about it. No waste of time. Day one onwards, set your goals. Yes, I can go on and on and on. But one thing I want to tell all of you is, 3 years will just pass, and the 4th year is your choice. I want to make this one regulation very, very clear before the students and the parents. A cumulative of 75% is required on your academics if you want to choose to do the 4th year. 4th year on NEP, all those who will qualify to go to the 4th year for honors, research, internship, whatever is a 4th year that you have chosen, you will be able to get into that class only if you have maintained a 75% aggregate, and it is going to be hard work. So I'm telling you this because you have to start working towards it. Yes, we know attendance is important, 85% attendance in class, because you have no other business to do, isn't it, than coming to class. So you will hear more about it. I'm sure you've gone through the counseling, you've heard many people say things, you have your research. I want to pause here. However, I would be interested in taking questions, but I want to hold it. Maybe we will look at it later for want of time. I want to wish all my students the very best. Many congratulations on your admissions, and hope, trust, and believe that you will remain a true Christite. Once a Christite, always a Christite. Yes, so let me wish you, and on behalf of all the teachers, the management, and everybody, I'm sending you our blessings your way. Many congratulations and Godspeed, all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiring and reassuring thoughts. We're extremely grateful to you. I'm sure the new students in the audience have now grown eager to walk into their classrooms for the first time. We will now be calling out the room numbers for every classroom, and we request the students of the announced classes to exit the auditorium while maintaining decorum. The first class is 1 BBA FNE B, room number 108, first floor. You all can move to the class. I repeat, 1 BBA FNE B, room 108. Please line up in the middle. Volunteers will help you out. All the BBA students have to report 10 o'clock. One more announcement, all the BBA students have to report 10 o'clock tomorrow to the campus, to the classes. The second gate. Or we move it from second class, BBA FNE A, room 109, first floor. They exit in a single line.
Yeah, so the students are going to see where their class is so that tomorrow morning when they come, they know exactly where to go. The parents, if you want to exit, you may wait in the ground floor. The students should be back with you in about 10 minutes from now. Thank you very much. Students remain, parents can leave and wait in the ground floor. The students will go see where their class is and join you. Thank you all very much.